I wanted to see how long it would take each ferret to figure out how to cross this little moat of water, because as much as they like digging in water, they don't actually like stepping in puddles. Ouija was actually pretty quick, and it's funny because it looks like he didn't enjoy it, but he was duking nonstop after this. Next up we have Noctis. He might have my favorite reaction. Watch his little stubby butt! Interestingly enough, Ouija went back in because he needed to use the potty. There are other spots he could have done this, but he really wanted to go in there. Iris looked really confused. I did put the other two girls in there with her, Celis and Tara. My hope was she might see them do it and figure out how to do it herself. But in the end, she surprised me, and she was the first of the three girls to get across. She did end up burrowing under that towel to dry her peats off. Celis and Tara were taking a little bit, so I gave them incentive by showing them that I had salmon oil. They were really interesting to watch, though, because you can see them trying to figure out a way. Each of them checked different sides to see if there was like a structural weak point, and for a moment I thought Celis had gotten around that little bucket on the side. I tried one more time to give them the incentive of salmon oil, like look what's waiting on the other side, and that actually seemed to work for Tara. With newfound determination, she just leaped across. I really thought Celis would follow, and it's interesting because Nugget, Regis, Celis, and Waffles stick their peats in water the most. All three of them have made toe bean soup. Nugget's made the most. We've had soggy waffles. In the end, she got a free pass and Mom came to save her. Next up are the three babies. I paid very close attention to make sure I wasn't going to spike in anxiety, and I showed them that I had munchies. Waffles surprised me because he actually was thinking this through, and for a moment I thought he was going to be able to dig the entire thing out of the doorway. But he seemed to have given up on that thought process after a minute, and instead was like, "Fusha fusha veep!" So, good job. Mochi notoriously hates puddles, so Micah came over to watch to make sure she was going to be okay next. I put her in. We decided we'd give her a little bit of time, but after sniffing around and just generally not wanting to go near the water, Mr. Summoning Powers and called forth a dad to protect her. He still says that this counts. Last but not least is Nugget. I had very high hopes for Nugget, and in the end I'm the most proud of her. I did this right after she woke up, and everyone was a distraction playing in the towel by this point. She was looking and thinking, and it's funny because she dipped her peats in, and I really thought she was just going to start drinking toe bean soup. But I think she was testing the depth. In the end, she went to the side and got the least amount of toes in the water.
Yeah, my toe beans are for cooking, not for playing in puddles, duh.
Everyone was compensated for their part. They got salmon oil, munchies, or voopies.
Does this mean I get a trophy?
No.